Welcome, one and all, to podcast episode number 6 of Business in the VOM Today. Hi, I'm Michael Murphy, the current president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce, and this is my show co-host, the vice president, Jennifer O'Neill. How you doing, Jennifer?
I'm good. How are you, Michael?
Couldn't be better. So, wow, what a show we have today. But before we get there, I want you all to know that the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit membership organization established in 1917. How old does that make us?
Really old.
Really old. We were called the Businessmen's Association of Mamaroneck, Inc., and we are a thriving group of merchants, restaurateurs, professionals dedicated to helping and supporting one another for the good of the community. Special shout out to the executive officers and the board of members who are all volunteers. We have a few of them on the show today who work diligently at making the Chamber an organization which promotes and supports all businesses in the village of Mamaroneck. We will continue to work hard at our, what is our slogan?
Keep it local.
Keep it local. Yes, that is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring, doing business locally, and advocating, like we always do, for business in the village of Mamaroneck.
Morning, noon, and night.
Yeah, VOM. So where do we begin, Jennifer?
I think we're going to begin by talking about the Spooktacular with Jason Pinto.
Yes, in our Know Your Village segment, we have Jason Pinto. He is the czar of fun. He is Parks and Recreation's numero uno. That's right. And with him today, we also have Chamber Board member Vanessa Ritter. Both no strangers to the show. They've been on before. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Spooktacular's coming up. We're getting there, right?
We are. It's getting cooler.
So give us the when, where, and how about this Spooktacular. What's happening?
So a Spooktacular is coming back. This year it's going to be on Sunday, October 20th, 2024. As always, we're going to have our Halloween parade, which is going to kick off at 11 a.m. sharply in front of Smashburger on Mamaroneck Avenue. I think that's 408 Mamaroneck Avenue is the address. That parade will lead us down Mamaroneck Avenue, across Post Road, into Harbor Island Park, where we will have a ton of Halloween-themed activities and games and friendly spooky crafts and pumpkin decorating, face painting, the return of the awesome haunted house in the pavilion, which is, I know, a fan favorite, which we're bringing that back. We're going to have DJing, music, and just a lot of fun to usher in the spooky season for our residents.
And hopefully wonderful weather.
Yes.
Absolutely.
First question I had was, I'm thinking, he's explaining all this, and I'm thinking, is there an age limit? I mean, can anybody dress up in March?
Anybody can dress up. It's geared towards kids, obviously. The big population that attends the parade is kids dressed up in costumes, but we get adults, we get furry friends, we get it all. So feel free to dress up no matter your age or your legs, 4, 2, whatever.
So pets are allowed.
They do. I seen them last year.
I love that. We brought our dog one
year.
year,
Just keep them on a 6-foot leash and follow the rules. And
Fantastic. Now, if you don't know where Smashburger is, it starts at the beginning down near Halstead Avenue there. So people are lining up. So obviously they're shutting down.
Oh,
the
yes.
street.
The roads are going to be shut a half hour before, probably 10:30 a.m., and then they'll be opened up around 12:30 as soon as the parade clears. So it's a very short window, so it shouldn't be too much impact on a Sunday for the businesses for any street closures. But about a 45 minutes, an hour all in, the parade is. And yes, it's closed down by our wonderful police department. And we'll have our fire department there with a fire truck and hopefully EMS and some good fun. I know that the local businesses on the avenue, we would love to have them participate in the parade and give out candy to the kids and invite them into their business for trick-or-treating. I mean, you get a large group of really local folks that come to these things, so it's a good time to showcase your business on the avenue.
Yeah, so we'll get to how the chamber can get involved, the chamber members can get involved in it. But first of all, so it's an hour and a half for this whole parade.
It's about an hour, I'd say.
And how many kids would you say?
500 plus.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've never been, Michael.
You've got to
I
come.
got to see it this year.
It's
maybe.
pretty great.
Maybe I'll
Dress up. Yes, do it.
I can't say. Anyways, Jennifer,
Heard it here, folks.
Will you do it?
I was there last year, Michael. And I was involved the year before with the pumpkin painting.
Good. Okay. Great. So, and so 500 kids. Obviously, each one has a parent.
Oh, sure.
So if people in the business community are listening, so they have 500 kids, 500 parents at least or adults that obviously spend money on stuff, right? So it's a perfect day for businesses in the Village of Mamaroneck on the Central Business District to like get involved.
100%. Get involved. Get your name out there. Buy a few bags of candy. Have the people come in and trick or treat in your store and show them off your product. I think it's a great way to showcase, especially to your local, the people who live here. That's who you want to connect with. So.
What's really common, and I saw in years past, where businesses would have little bags of candy and maybe a coupon for their business that would give, buy one, get one free, or a free lesson, or any kind of 20% off sales coupon. So those are some ideas for some of the businesses to utilize for this event, because it'll obviously get to the parents, not just the kids, because they check the candy.
Okay. Last year, School of Rock did this tremendous performance, I hear,
Yes.
in front of the movie theater
Yes.
right next door.
Well, that was 2 years ago, yes, but we did it last year too.
Okay, will you do it again?
We're not going to do it this year. We can't do it this year, but we will be hosting rock and roll karaoke down at Harbor Island, where people can sign up to sing songs. So we're hoping to put together a few Halloween themed songs and have people sign up online to actually participate and perform
How fun.
with our band. Yes.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was thinking I could sing the Monster Mash.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yes.
my favorite Halloween song.
Wonderful.
Actually, I'd say it's my favorite holiday song. But,
Yes.
this is great. So, chamber members, how do they get involved?
Right. So tomorrow, I don't know when this is going to air, but I will be at the chamber breakfast. I'll speak with the members directly about needs. The big thing is we anything in kind that you want to donate, whether that's candy or craft supplies, anything like that, we will accept, because there's a lot of candy alone needed for 500 kids and their guardians and their parents. So anything like that, we are going to have games set up, and we're going to ask our businesses to maybe sign up to run a game, because we do need a lot of volunteers. So all of that information is going to be on the Chamber of Commerce website, as well as the Village's recreation page, where you can find contact information, how to reach out to me. I want to volunteer. I want to do this. So we'll get that out probably by the time this podcast airs, I would think, right?
Yeah, we'll get it on the website.
Yes.
Yes.
I got that.
You know something, I got to say that this is a wonderful opportunity for the Chamber of Commerce and the business community in the Village of Mamaroneck to work together with the Village of Mamaroneck government, right? Who is obviously you work for the government here,
I do.
right? And you do, right?
I do.
Yes, yeah.
He does all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, the fun side, right?
Right.
Czar of Fun, right? The Minister of Cool. Oh, that's you. Sorry, that's right. School of Rock,
Yeah.
right? So this is great, and this is not the only opportunity they have. You guys also do the block party in July. So is there any other opportunities that you can see coming up that the business community should be aware of that they can get involved
So
with?
as we're planning, a lot of our items are up on our website through the end of November. We're starting to plan holiday now, so keep a lookout on that. If anyone wants to get involved, you'll see on our village calendar, you'll see on the recreation page of the village's website that all the opportunities, all the upcoming events. I know right now we have a scarecrow build that we're going to do in the fall, a family scarecrow build, so we can line our avenue, our business district, with beautiful decorations this fall. We have our turkey trot coming up, the 5K race and 1 mile gobbler race, where we get 1,200 runners on a Sunday that run on the Post Road into Orienta and back. And those are big events. So we are open to any type of partnership with our businesses. If they do well, we do well, and vice versa. So I like to get everyone involved. I do work for the government, but a lot of what I do is outreach, working with Vanessa from School Rock, working with the library, working with Michael with the Chamber of Commerce, chamber events. But even that,
we'll always give you a hammer and a saw, and you can work with Murphy Brothers.
Right. Even that, though, I work with Murphy Brothers on St. Patrick's Day, and your group.
Yeah.
So I am very involved with the business district. I'm very involved with nonprofits and all the folks that can help these events happen, because the government can't do it alone. We need help.
Yes.
So
You guys are great. We got a couple of seconds here in this segment here. If somebody wants to decorate a scarecrow, quickly, want to tell them how to do that?
Sure. The event's on Saturday, October 5th. There's 2 time slots, 10 to 12, and then 1 to 2 or 1 to 5. It's all on our website, villageamerica.org. Go to the Parks and Recreation portion of the website, and you'll see on the left-hand side 20 different things we have going on, whether little fitness programs or large-scale events. We do a whole lot of things all year round in Harbor Island Park, in other parks, and of course on Mamaroneck Avenue.
And one more time, the date for the Spooktacular
Is
is?
Sunday, October
October
20th.
20th.
Okay, and the
2024.
kickoff for the parade starts at?
11 a.m. front of
Outside
Smashburger.
Smashburger.
Jason Pinto, Vanessa Ritter, thank you for bringing it to us.
Thanks. I look forward to coming back. You guys
Yeah.
are
And we
great.
look forward to seeing what Michael decides to dress up as for the parade.
Absolutely.
Maybe we won't recognize him.
That could be.
I'm turning red. Okay, are you ready? All right, now in our Taste Mamaroneck segment, let's welcome to the show and a member of the chamber community. That's right, our famous chocolatier in the village of Mamaroneck, Maria Valente, owner of Choculations, the best chocolate factory this side of Willy Wonka's dream, located on East Boston Post Road in the VOM. Hello, Maria.
Hello, everyone. So nice to be here. I'm very excited to see you all.
Thanks for coming. So Halloween is creeping up on us. We've been talking about the Spooktacular, and of course, it wouldn't be Halloween without chocolate. So do you have any special chocolates that you're going to be making for Halloween, or what do you do in your shop?
Yes, chocolate is a wonderful product because it sort of has a connection to almost every holiday. Of course, what's the first thing you want in your little Halloween goodie bag but chocolate? What do you want on your Thanksgiving table but a little chocolate turkey? What do you want to find in your stocking but chocolate? What do you want on your Easter basket but chocolate? So
Valentine's
chocolate
Day,
and
you forgot that.
Valentine's
Mother's
Okay.
Day,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How about National
Valentine's
Martini Day?
Day.
I mean, I probably
Thursday.
chocolate too.
well, martinis and chocolate. Hey, that's a natural.
Coffee and chocolate.
well,
Coffee
actually,
and
today's
chocolate.
Wednesday, and we have a box of chocolate. Thank you,
Oh,
Maria.
yeah, sleep.
Oh,
it
yeah.
must be. What kind of holiday is it today?
It's come to
LMC
LMC and bring
be a-
chocolate day.
Be a part of the business in the VOM today, right?
Correct.
No, you don't really need a reason to get chocolate as a gift. do you?
That is true. Chocolate is just perfect any time of the day.
If
And
you're happy, you want chocolate. If you're sad, you want chocolate.
Correct.
Just want chocolate.
So this is great, have you, because Halloween's coming up here, we thought that'd be a great time to have you on the show and in the Taste of Mamaroneck. We have so many different restaurants and specialty places in the village, and yours is one of the best,
Thank
known throughout the county. So how did you get in the business?
I started it as a hobby, and I started it when my kids were babies, and my kids are certainly not babies anymore. But it was just something that I loved doing, and I said, okay, I really want to make this my career, but nah, you can't make a career making chocolate. That's just crazy talk. So I did something even crazier, and I graduated law school.
Wow.
I did not know that about you.
Hated it, hated every minute of it, and eventually, long story short, ran back to making chocolate and said, now I have to really think about how to make this a career. So I took entrepreneurial training courses. I went to the French culinary to learn how to work with good quality chocolate, and eventually opened up. in
What year was
Mamaroneck.
that, Maria? What year did you open
I
your
opened
shop?
up in 2006. But I opened this store on the my current location on Boston Post Road in 2010. And on the 28th of this month, it will be the beginning of my 15th year.
And I understand that we're going to have a ribbon cutting and an opening of a very special room. Can you tell us a little bit about this? I'm excited.
Yes. So before COVID, we did many, 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 many birthday parties, and kids had a ball, but we were doing them down in the basement, and it just wasn't, to me, special. When you're in a basement, it's just not as special as, being out on the chocolate floor. So I took a good hard look around my store and said, that's wasted space, that's wasted space, that's wasted space. If I zhuzh things around a little bit, I could use the big space that we have in the center of the store as a party room, and that's what I spent the good part of the summer doing. So it's now just about ready to open up, and I booked my first birthday party today, in fact.
Congratulations.
And we're working on the calendar. We want to have a lot of fun events that'll bring the community in. With Halloween coming, where we want to do a costume party and cupcake decorating and chocolate making for, with a Halloween theme. Same with Thanksgiving. We'll do now Santa Claus can come back. We've missed him. It's been a long time since we've had Santa back at the store. So we'll do that again. We'll have Mrs. Claus, and we'll do a lot of fun events.
What could be better than having a party in a chocolate store? This just sounds like heaven. This is like every little girl's fantasy.
Absolutely.
So
and
for-
little boys.
And little boys.
For all the chocolate lovers out there, and also for the people that just love business in the Village of Mamaroneck, we have scheduled a grand reopening of the party room. Right? Do you have a name for it? It's just called. Does it have a special? The chocolate room.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay, we'll help you out with that one a little
Thank
later
you.
there. But we're going to have that on the 28th
Yes,
of this
correct.
month of September,
Yes.
at noon.
At
Right.
noon.
Big scissors, red ribbon, and
Beautiful.
chocolate.
Yes, and it will be followed up with a pop-up shop. So immediately following the ribbon cutting, you can come on in, see the new space, and visit the vendors who are coming in for the pop-up shop. And that will be, I love to have help other entrepreneurial people get their start, and pop-up shops are a great way to do that because I started off that way. Before I had a shop, I looked for places where I could showcase my wares before I had a place, permanently of my own.
What are the specialties at your shop, Maria? I was sharing earlier that I have seen people just devour chocolate-covered pretzels from your shop, people who shall remain nameless. What are some of the other specialties that you offer?
Well, we have wonderful truffles, but I would say by and large our bark, which is what I brought you today, is our
Most
probably
popular?
our most popular bestseller. Our barks are, they're just amazing. They really are. When I want a piece of chocolate, it's usually a piece of bark that I reach for. We do them in all kinds of flavors. We even make sugar-free bark. We do all sorts of, different types of chocolate. We can do a vegan chocolate.
Wow.
If you give me some notice, I can make it gluten-free for you under, strict protocol so that it's not being contaminated with anything else. So we try to accommodate everybody's tastes and likes and make sure that everybody gets a piece of chocolate.
And dietary needs, which is really
Correct.
great that you're able to
Yeah.
customize items because
Yes.
people do have more and more need for those
Yes.
types of things. And like I can see right here, there's milk chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm assuming, there's white chocolate in here.
Yeah, there is.
That's
So now that we're pointing to the box, there's no reason why, Vanessa, you can't open that box up.
I've been waiting,
So
hoping.
we can all do a test right now to find out if it's up to snuff.
Yeah.
Now, Maria, is it true what they say about people that like dark chocolate?
Well, Mike, why don't you have a piece and then tell us?
it goes really well. Dark chocolate goes great with red wine.
While Michael's eating his
I
piece
actually
of
like it better
chocolate,
with white wine, believe it or not.
Interesting.
And speaking of that, we will be doing chocolate and wine pairings at the shop.
Great.
And we plan to do adult events as well as kids' birthday parties. So, think of the room as not just being for kids. It will be also a space where we can do things like book signings. Had somebody today ask me if a writers club could come in. Lots of different events, small events, but, it'll be kind of like that nice space where you don't have a big crowd. You can't rent a, huge restaurant, but you could rent,
Sounds
even
great for
just smelling the chocolate gets your brain going.
sounds great for like book clubs.
By the way,
Yeah.
little known fact, maybe people should know this, that Maria is a published author.
That's true.
Speaking of books,
Yeah, so maybe I'll have my own book signing there.
what did you? Is it a cookbook?
It is
dessert book?
not. No, it's
Oh,
fiction.
different. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You get more and more interesting. Like
Maria
just
did
like
an
the
author
chocolate.
talk at the library for us.
That's
Yes,
amazing.
I did.
So, Maria, while Michael is eating
Going for
chocolate,
piece number 2 here.
why is it that Chocolations decided to become members of the Chamber of Commerce? What benefits do you appreciate coming from the Chamber?
Well, because I was such a newbie when I first started, and I was coming from such a different world, and I really wanted to know about the community, and I wanted to know what other people in the area were doing. I was very excited when I was at my old location and I was approached by the chamber. And they told me about what the chamber did and all the different activities. And it just felt like a place that I would belong, and that there'd be some camaraderie and some, places to bounce off ideas. And that's what it has been for years and years. The chamber's just been like a second family.
Well, I really see you as participating in that way. I think you bring a lot of warmth and a lot of enthusiasm, and I see how you reach out to other members, and we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Happy to have you in the Village of Mamaroneck as a thriving business. You're amazing. Now let's dig into this chocolate.
I'm with you.
Please do.
And again, congratulations and thank you for all that you do.
Thank
15
you.
years. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the 28th.
All right.
I'll
Can't
bring you
wait.
the big scissors.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is the segment, this time for the segment we call Meet the Board Member. And in our board member today is, who is it going to be, Jennifer?
I think it's Matt Sullivan.
Oh my gosh, Matt's in the house.
Oh,
Mr.
hey guys.
LMC Media himself.
What's going on?
And we are in his house. Before we start your segment, would you read the pitch for LMC Media?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for listening to our broadcast. Learn more at the LMC website. Thank you to LMC Media. This podcast was recorded at their studio on the Avenue in Mamaroneck, New York. Please visit lmcmedia.org to book your time at this state-of-the-art, convenient location, walkable from the Metro North train station on Mamaroneck Avenue. You can also support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.
What
We
a
are
great pitch.
Delighted
Thank
to have you on the show.
Happy to be here.
I was going to do this whole intro as to what you used to do and what you're doing now, whatever, but I'll let you do that. How
Okay.
did you get into this business?
Craziness and just the determination to make myself crazy, really. That's what the media business will do to you. But it actually started here in Mamaroneck. And there was a gentleman named Mike Witch, who was a high school teacher of mine, my mentor, and thankfully he is still in our community. He's actually the secretary of our board of directors. And like so many others, Mike really inspired was that spark of interest for me. So I went from Mamaroneck. I studied at Emerson College in Boston, studied film there, went out to LA. I was working on various shows out there, first in production, then in the art department, and then ended up coming back to deal with the family health crisis, which thankfully sorted itself out. And I took a part-time job at LMC, which I knew about because I had worked at LMC as a high school student, volunteering on a show. So it was a very full circle moment and very nice to feel, part of something larger in the community. And haven't looked back since. So we started off 2011 is when I was hired and went from at that point, I was the coordinator for all the government meetings and local productions. And then I was assistant director, then COO, and then executive director. And here we are today.
I'm sure your teacher must be very proud of you. And for all
thanks.
the high school kids who are volunteering at a job, not knowing where it might go, you could end up here someday.
Yeah, it worked out. It certainly worked out. Happy that it did.
Well, your staff is amazing. I mean,
They are.
You know how it is. You
They're the
could
backbone.
definitely have teamwork here.
100%. I mean, without the great staff that we have, none of it's possible. And they really go out of their way. And it's about community. They carry the mission in their heart. They carry the community in their heart. And it's not just a job for them. And you can see that very easily. Anyone can.
You can see with media, the way it's changing so much in the last 5-10 years, that to have LMC Media within the large Mamaroneck community is an amazing thing because you help both the village government, both the town government, whatever,
Right.
and you also help the residents. You're servicing them, and then also the business community. And we are
Right.
delighted to have you not only in the chamber but as a chamber board member.
Thank you.
It's a big step for you, wasn't it? No, you got enough on your plate, so with everything else you got. So, but you have a big gala coming up.
We do,
Yes.
October 10th, and it's actually going to be here at Mamaroneck Cinemas. We are honoring an incredible business. I think I see them on your shirt right there. The Murphy Brothers Contracting.
Thank you very much. It is really an honor.
Well,
to
we're
be
happy to have
honored
you.
by.
You
LMC
built this
Media.
studio. Murphy
it's
Brothers built this.
beautiful.
Thank you. Did an amazing job. with
Award
this.
worthy, if I might say.
It certainly is, and hopefully we'll win a
Be
few
award
awards.
winning, right?
But there was no question about it. Having you guys, all the work that you've done for the community through the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade,
serving as board president for the chamber. I mean, it really is a business that truly believes in community and is always giving back to community. So it was a no-brainer.
Great partnership between LMC Media, 40 years this year, and
right.
Murphy Brothers Contracting, 45 years
45.
this
You got to speed.
year. Only 5 years, but you're catching up, right?
Well, and two community leaders who are really in the know and really help the business community in Mamaroneck.
Thank you.
So I did have a question. So it used to be LMC-TV, and now
Right.
it's LMC Media. When did the change, the name happen, and what does it signify?
So essentially, we decided TV was really pigeonholing us. It's not just TV. I mean, you look around, and part of the issue we have as an organization, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Part of the issue that we have is the majority of our funding comes from what are called cable franchise fees. And with everyone cutting the cord, we're seeing a decline in that revenue that's coming in. These are not taxpayer dollars at all. This is money that's coming in from the cable companies, being sent to the municipalities, and the intention is that it can be used for community media. So with that decline, we're really forced to broaden the horizon and what we do, production services, fundraising. We have our gala, as you mentioned, on October 10th. But we wanted it to be an all-encompassing organization that could really handle all the media needs for the community, because that's the world that we live in today. If you're not on social media, forget it. You know, as a business especially, you have to be on there. So that was very important for us to make sure that we were covering all the grounds and making sure that we could be there for our local businesses, our nonprofits, our students, our educators, and local government and residents alike.
So you're here for the businesses and the residents and the government and everybody else. What is it that businesses can do to help LMC Media? What is it that people can do to help you?
Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate that question. And I would say first and foremost, the one thing everyone can do, and it's totally free, share on social media. Get the word out. We need more people understanding who we are, what we do, and this space, that this space is available to residents, businesses, nonprofits. Essentially, folks in the Larchmont Mamaroneck community can use this space once a month for free for 1 hour. An incredible asset, incredible tool for them to promote their businesses, promote their organizations, initiatives, storytelling, whatever it is they want to do. The sky is the limit for them here.
We're having a good time doing it, right?
Absolutely.
This is show number 6.
Amazing. It's great.
Yeah, and we are looking forward to show number 7.
Great.
You just got to talk about a couple of upcoming events, because
Sure.
we're coming up on the end of our half an hour here. So on October 10th, we have Meet the Candidates at Brooklyn Bagels from 5:30 to 7, and it's open to chamber members and people of the business community only. This is not for residents; it's for the business community to meet the candidates that are running for the trustee seats in the village. We have the Spooktacular, as we were talking earlier, on the 20th. And anyways, we'd like to thank our guest, Jason Pinto, the VOM Recreation Supervisor, Vanessa Ritter, talking about the Spooktacular. They were great. Maria Valenti brought the chocolate, owner of Choculations, wonderful, and our chamber board member, LMC Media's one and only Matt Sullivan, and of course, the ever amazing LMC Media team. Thanks for producing this broadcast. Jennifer, what do we do? I'll let you read the last line over there. Mamaroneck Chamber.
Okay. The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, Keep It Local. That is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring locally. For more information on how you can join the chamber, visit mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org.
Because I'm eating chocolate.
Enjoy it. It's wonderful.